Hi again, first graders. I'm back with some more Junie B. Jones one-man band. I want to first review what happened last time in Chapter 3. I'm going to do this by sequencing the events, and you can do the same for our weekly reading check-in challenge with a story that you're reading. Sequencing means to put the events in order. First, next, then last. Let me show you how. Chapter 3. First, Sheldon had his ice pack on his head when they were driving home from school, and it flew out the window. Next, Junie B had a really hard time sleeping, and when she woke up, her toenail was very badly bruised. Then, Mom and Dad tried to make her feel better. Mom even came up with the great idea of a piggy toe window so that Junie could wear shoes but still not have a hurting toe that's rubbing up against the shoe all day. And last, when Junie went to school that day, she realized that being a part of the kickball tournament might not happen for her with this sore piggy toe, and she's pretty bummed. So, Chapter 4 starts with Junie B writing in her journal. Chapter 4 is called Choices. Tuesday. Dear first grade journal, recess was not fun today. I sat on the playground and I stared at my sore toe through my piggy toe window. Sheldon sat next to me. He kept pressing on his red Band-Aid and saying, "Ouch!" I told him to knock it off. I am not in a good mood. From Junie B, first grader. After I got done writing, I heard talking in the front of the room. I looked up. Lucille was standing at Mr. Scary's desk. Camille and Chenille were standing there too. All of them were blabbering at the exact same time. Mr. Scary covered his ears. Finally, he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," at them, and he pointed for them to sit back in their seats. After that, Mr. Scary stood up and he walked to the front of the room. "Boys and girls, it has come to my attention that not everyone in room 1 wants to play in the kickball tournament," he said. His eyes glanced over to Camille and Chenille. "It seems that 2 of our classmates would rather be cheerleaders," he said, "and another one would like to be..." This time his eyes glanced over at Lucille. "Homecoming queen," he said. Lucille sprang right up. "No, no, princess," she called out. "I want to be homecoming princess." Mr. Scary, "Not queen. Princesses are way cuter than queens. Plus, princesses aren't old." She looked at the children and fluffed herself. "Wait till you see me, everyone. I'm going to have a beautiful float made out of pink rose petals," she said, "and there will be a golden throne for me to sit on." She looked all around the room. "Maybe a few of you girls might like to be my attendants," she said, "but my Nana will have to look you over first." Mr. Scary went to the sink in the back of the room and he took an aspirin. Room 1 started buzzing about Lucille. Then some of the children started thinking about different jobs that they could have in the tournament too. "Hey, maybe I can be the game announcer on the loudspeaker," said Roger. "And after the game, I can pour root beer on all the winners." "Yeah," said Shirley, "and I could sell Rice Krispie treats. My mother says those things are all profit." Just then, May jumped up. "And I could do crowd control," she called out, "'cause I already have a badge at home, and so all I'll need is a big stick to poke people with, and a gas mask." Mr. Scary took another aspirin. Then he walked back to his desk, and he took a deep breath. "Okay. Here's the best I'm going to do for you guys," he said. "I'll give everyone in here 2 choices of jobs. You can either play in the game as part of the team, or you can be a cheerleader. But that's it. That's my best offer." Lucille stood up at her desk. She flounced her dress, very upset. Then she plopped back down again. After that, Sheldon stood up too, and he pointed to his Band-Aid. "But what about this, Mr. Scary? Have you forgotten about my injury?" he asked. "I can't play in the game, remember? And cheerleading is just for girls." Mr. Scary frowned. "Well, that's not actually true, Sheldon. Lots of colleges have male cheerleaders," he said. "But since you and Junie B both have injuries, I'll let you 2 pick different jobs or to do in the tournament. Okay? That would only be fair." Sheldon looked relieved. Yes, he said, I was hoping you'd say that because I already know what I'm going to do. He quick climbed on his chair and made an announcement. I'm going to do a halftime show. I'm going to do a halftime show, he shouted. Mr. Scary grabbed him and put him back in his seat. A halftime show? He asked, kind of curious. Sheldon nodded real fast. Yes, 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 he said, because my dad used to play the cymbals in his high school band, and he already taught me how. Plus, he still has his band uniform, so my mother can fix it to fit me, and then I can march and play the cymbals like a real professional band guy. Sheldon clapped his hands together. And wait, here's another idea. Maybe I can sing too, 'cause I learned some songs at Christmas time, and my dad says I can almost carry a tune. Mr. Scary smiled. You know what, Sheldon? I think that's a fine idea, he said. In fact, I think a little halftime entertainment would be excellent. Sheldon clapped some more. Yay! I'll start practicing as soon as I get home, he said. Mr. Scary smiled again. Then he raised his eyebrows and he looked back at me. So, Junie B., what do you think? If Sheldon does a halftime show, would you like to be in it too? He asked. I bet playing an instrument wouldn't be too hard on your sore toe, and I'm sure Sheldon would be happy to have another band member. I did a loud groan. Oh. Then I put my head on my desk and I covered it up with my sweater again. And that is the end of chapter 4. Next time we'll read chapter 5, Lemonade. Have a great day.